a certain someone has been spotted training at Hotspur Way this week, and he goes by the name of Dele Alli. Dele Alli, will bring up the image in a second, training at Hotspur Way. And, you know, we all saw him on the pitch at halftime of the Arsenal game, and, you know, almost brought a tear to many people's eyes with the words that he was saying. He clearly has a big affinity with the club. The fans all clearly still have a big affinity with him. With the lacking of numbers, with half the bench basically taken up by youth academy players that Spurs have clearly no intention in playing, should we just bring him back just for at least a loan until the end of the season?
Correct me if I'm wrong, he was part of that Everton team that scraped relegation.
Yeah, didn't play much, but he was part of it.
I remember in that last game against Palace, he came off the bench and did quite well. In that game, they turned it around. Palace as well. Obviously, he ain't going to be in the squad for tomorrow, but... Look, I'm not going to sit here and say this is the guy to save us from relegation, but is he another body? Is he better than maybe some of the youth players we have, like 15, 16, 17-year-olds on the bench? Could he give the crowd a lift, get his song sung at every home game, and give everyone a bit of a lift? Could he provide maybe one goal? Something, a shot on target.
Mate, he doesn't even need to provide a goal. Provide a pass.
A pass,
a pass to our teammate that will
help. Could he be a super sub that comes on for 5 minutes if we need a goal? I'm not sitting here saying he's the answer or anything that could get better. My argument would be it can't really get much worse, and having another body there just for a few months.
Is there any downside to bringing him back?
I
don't see a downside. Like there could only be a potential upside. And look, he might come in and do absolutely nothing, but what he does do is provides an extra body, provides a lift to the place and to the fans, and look, he's someone that the fans are not going to scream at and abuse, you know what I mean? So,
you know, in terms of he could do absolutely nothing, and the worst case scenario is we're in exactly the same situation we are right now.
Exactly.
So what's the difference? Bring him in. Why not? Give him a pay as you play contract.
Not even. Just give him wages from now to the end of the season. Like, why not? Not even a pay as you play. Like, just give him a contract till the end of the season. He's a free agent. There is no downside to this. Just bring him in. Like, we need bodies desperately. We're in desperate need.
Yeah, I mean, the likelihood is it probably won't make a difference, and he probably won't provide anything, and he's probably well short of fitness right now, and how long it would take him to get fully fit, and and obviously not only full fitness, he hasn't even played. When was the last time he played a game or even played well? It's been a long time. So to think he's going to come in and save us is obviously deluded and fanciful, but on the 1% chance that he could even provide one goal that gets us a win or a point or whatever it is, and also the fact on the off chance that he can get something out of himself for literally a couple of months, might be a chance worth taking.
I think as well, like, it will do him the world of good to be back in a Premier League environment with what he's been through over the last couple of years. You know, get him to get a bit of confidence back in himself. You know, maybe his career can be revived. You know, he's 29 years of age. He could still have a good few years left back in him if he can get himself back on a football pitch. So as much as it, you know, might not help us in terms of on the pitch of what he can provide, could get him a bit of confidence, get him his fitness back, and potentially do something for the rest of his career.
Farron says, bro, we ain't a charity. But it's not about being a charity. This isn't about Dele. This is about us. We need something. And I'm not saying he's what we need, but he might be. I mean, unlikely, but he might be just a little bit of a different voice in the dressing room, or one moment of magic that we need. That's it. That could make all the difference. I'm not saying we should do it for Dele, but obviously it's nice that he's a guy who's had his best careers at Tottenham, and he's had a tough time since then, and I'd like to kind of give him a second chance or something. That would be great for him as well. But we are right on the floor right now, and it's kind of like we just need a Hail Mary really at this moment in time.
Anything to give this club a little lift, I'm completely open for. Nobody's sitting here and advocating that he's going to change our season and be unbelievable for us, but there's nothing bad that can come out of this situation to bring Dele back and even sitting on the bench for the rest of the season and provide a potential option and a potential moment.
The only bad thing is he could be connected with the team that goes down.
Yeah.
I guess, which would it stain his legacy? Probably not. I think people would understand his situation.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Yeah, so I don't really see a downside, to be honest.
Can it get much worse than what we're seeing right now if with a Dele Alli involved? Probably not.
This is the worst. I don't think he would ever come in and start a game, but could he be a super sub for a few games? Just maybe he could provide just one moment.
Exactly. So bring him home. Well, he's already home. He's already training at Hotspur Way. I guess we've seen many kind of situations like this in the past. I think Oxlade-Chamberlain was training with Arsenal a lot this season, and he's gone. Where has he gone to the Scottish League or
Celtic,
something?
and he scored in his debut.
Yeah. So
look, if Dele came in and provided one pass, one assist, or one goal, he would be worth it. Mm-hmm. That's the truth.
And as Art says in the comments, we need no more Spurs men. And
that's also true.
And that's exactly what Dele is. So I say bring him back. Even if it doesn't make a difference, just bring him back and see how it goes. And if it doesn't go well, it doesn't go well. And the upsides definitely outweigh the bad sides, that's for sure. So it'll be interesting to see it.
Will says, imagine Dele saves us from relegation.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that?
Just for the off chance that can happen, I'll bring him in.
Loops it over someone's head, volleys it into the top corner.
90th minute. Last game of the season against Everton, his former club.
Well, that's someone else said in the comments, like, we need moments. We've had no moments for ages. And first of all, bringing on Dele for his game back, that would be a crazy moment. The fans would be bang up for that. And second of all, even if he's not good, I think he's still got quality in him that can provide one little moment in a game.
Wibbers with a super chat says, Dele was released by Como. What makes you think he's making it here? It's not really...
Nobody thinks he's making it here. That's the thing.
It's not a logical... Don't get me wrong, this isn't a logical thing. But we are in an illogical time. We need something crazy. We need just something different. And we are on our knees when it comes to the injuries and players available. The players seem to have given up on the pitch. They don't seem to be kind of believing at the moment. You got the fans who are just, looking here, there, and everywhere for blame as to why we're in the situation, and they're probably right with everyone they look at. And it's a toxic situation at the moment. We're hurtling towards relegation faster than anything, faster than a falling star. And Dele is a guy who the fans love. He's a guy who was never someone who would always have a great game. What he would do is just provide one moment of magic in a game and justify a selection. And no one is saying he's going to come in and he's going to score 5 goals and he's going to drag us to safety. But could he provide one moment that can make a difference in one game?
Yeah, exactly. That'll be more than 0 moments, which we're providing right
now. Exactly. And the fans would get behind him immediately. His song will be sung constantly, and
it still is being sung constantly.
So why not just give it a chance? Roll the dice, spin the wheel. Why not? We've got nothing to lose. Let's be honest. We have nothing to lose. Put it that way. We have nothing to lose.
Mm-hmm. Everything to gain.
Exactly.
So bring him home. Bring Dele Alli home. You saw what it meant for him to be a Spurs man on that half-time against Arsenal. I'd love to see one more throw of the dice from Dele Alli in a Spurs shirt.
And if we go down, we keep him on.
Yeah, exactly. Dele will cook in the Championship.
See his incentive to not keep us up. Only stays on if we go down.
But let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Would you like to see Dele Alli return for the remainder of the season? Because I know I would.
While you're at it, get Bale out of retirement.
I'm telling you, Bale out of retirement will be better than anyone that we have right now.
Get Bale out of retirement. Ericsson, is he a free agent at the moment? No, he's in Denmark, I think, isn't he?
I don't know where he is.
Somewhere, I think he's in Denmark. Ericsson. Toby, he just retired.
Probably Ledley could still do a job right now.
Yeah, he only needed one knee. I'm sure he still kept himself in good shape. I bet he could do 90 minutes.
Mate, you saw Teddy in the executives a few months ago. He looked in top shape. Get Teddy back.
I've seen Robbie Keane still perform in the charity matches.
He's got a job to take, Robbie.
Yeah,
Jermaine Defoe looks in top condition.
All of these guys, just proper Tottenham. That's what we need in that dressing room. Someone who's proper Spurs.
I'm telling you, they would all look a lot better than what we're seeing right now.
None of this Gooner infestation, these Chelsea people in their dressing room. We need some proper Tottenham.
Yeah, someone says he saw Glenn Hoddle in a cop. Let's give him a go.
Glenn Hoddle. Yes, Danny Rose is out of a club.
Mate,
Has he actually retired?
No.
No, he's still available. Danny Rose, on get him another Premier League debut.
Mate, Jurgen saved us in '98. Why not Jurgen?
This is where we're at.
Jurgen
I would
the
take
German,
any of
mate.
these guys. Why not? I would take it all. Honestly, we are on our knees at the moment. We need some proper Tottenham in that dressing room.
Absolutely. Yeah, but like I said, let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, people.